Hello. Okay, so coming in at you today, and it's so interesting. It just really blows my mind that when I set an intention to have a conversation with you guys about something, the universe like throws it at me in abundance for like a solid 48 hours, like before I'm coming in. Okay. And I had decided that this week I wanted to chat with you about having faith in the process. And if you're watching right now and have been studying with me in the morning, throw me some like hearts because, man, you can attest to this, right? Have our conversations not led to this in one form or the other? It's incredible. I absolutely love when that happens. So, this conversation is for you. If you call yourself a control freak, if you find it difficult to let go, just let the process unfold. Do you need to know the entire how it's going to happen before you can get started on any of it? Do you find yourself making lists for your lists and then not achieving any of it? Or like not what you were supposed to be doing? Do you find yourself getting stuck and just in this like perpetual spiral of not what you're wanting? Then this conversation is for you. Lean in. Because, guys, when you have faith in the process, things get really easy. And I love this quote by Clarence Smithson when he says, faith is the ability to see the invisible, believe in the incredible, and that is what enables believers to receive what the masses call impossible. I'm going to repeat that. Faith is the ability to see the invisible, believe in the incredible, and that is what enables believers to receive that what the masses think is impossible. Can you imagine if you lived your life by these words? Could you imagine the results that you would get? Like consistent results, not like results, ooh, right? Consistent results. I want you to understand that the moment your belief matches with the state that you're in and they fuse together, this is where you get to tap into a new state of consciousness, of awareness. Okay. And it becomes the vantage point that you're now viewing your entire world. Okay. No matter what our beliefs are, we're all believing in something. Some say source, God, universe, infinite intelligence, energy, Buddha, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you call it. But we all believe in something. Guides, angels. And if you're like, yeah, no, I don't believe in any of that, start to ask yourself some good questions. How did it all come about? What do you believe in? Okay, but when you fuse that belief with where you're going, it's like the magic happens. It becomes a fabric of who we are, and it's awesome. It's also a huge responsibility. It means we're in change. I was actually just texting with one of my clients this morning, and we were talking about how much she's changed in the last 3, 4 months that we've been hanging out together. Okay? When we change our beliefs, it changes our flow, it changes our direction. And no matter what you start taking on, you start saying, I got this. It'll all work out. And then your paradigm will come in and say, but what if you're wrong? You start saying, what if I'm right? What if I fail? What if I don't fail? What if I actually get everything that I desire? Interesting, right? This is the difference between making your decisions out of faith versus out of fear. And they are opposites of each other. Remember, everything has an opposite. Everything has a polarity. You can't have up without down, in without out, hot without cold, faith without fear. And you are making your decisions based out of one of these two spots. But they're like two sides of the same coin, and they can easily influence each other. Okay, two opposite ways to view the same situation. Okay, we need to believe in something invisible in order to make a decision for either one. Right? You're either scared of something and scared of something invisible, right? Scared of money, scared of time, scared of whatever. Those are two big ones. Okay? And you're making your decision from that space, or you're making it out of faith, where you just know, like you know, like you know, that the universe has your back. Right? When we are basing out of fear, we believe that something bad can happen. And we're basing it out of faith, we believe something good could happen. But like I said, they're two sides of the same coin, and they both can coexist in any given situation. It's just going to be what you believe. Either way, it's going to take just as much energy and belief for you to make that decision. So, why do we spend so much time in this space of fear, doubt, and worry? Isn't it kind of just like a huge waste of time? But it's so easy, it's so natural. Guys, I used to spend a lot of my waking hours worrying. Like, I would make myself feel like sick thinking about stuff that I had to do, or about past situations, or stuff that was like not even in my control. And I thought that this was normal because I was in the habit of doing it. Until one day I decided to stop doing that. Like any other bad habit. It's like saying, I'm done smoking, putting it away. Okay. And when I got comfortable with it and decided to adopt a spirit of faith instead, again, it was a habit I had to form. It wasn't easy, it wasn't hard. It just was. It was a decision. a decision I made because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Sick and tired of having that feeling in the pit of my stomach that something bad was going to happen. Because my paradigm was telling me to prepare for the worst. Prepare for the worst. That's like the worst thing ever. But who was told that? Anybody else told that growing up? You gotta prepare for the worst. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? If I'm preparing, I'm going to get what I'm preparing for. What if you prepared to be a millionaire? What if you prepared to like have the healthiest body in the entire world? What if you prepared for that? What if you prepared to have kick-ass relationships? But we're out there preparing for the worst. To prepare for anything, you are going to have to focus. And it takes repetition, like a lot of repetition. And for me, as I was doing that, I could feel the fear, the doubt, the worry just releasing, letting go. I can tell you that today I have faith. Faith that once I decide where I'm going, that even if I can't see everything conspiring to make it happen, that as long as I maintain a vibrational match for where I'm going, like I can't desire things that are up here and be vibrating down here, hanging out down here. So you guys are always like, Delaney, where do you get your energy? I'm working with the same energy you are. I'm just very intentional that it stays up here. That I'm only thinking about what I desire. And when my paradigm sneaks in and starts telling me that it's impossible or it's taking too long or it's I should have it by now, blah, 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 blah. I knock it out of the park. No one can do this for you. I can pump you up and tell you that this works. It works. But you have to have the faith in your goal, the faith in yourself, the faith in the direction that you want to go, the faith in your future, faith in love. The universe, God, source, energy, infinite intelligence, whatever you want to call it, it's got your back. It's holding space for you. Because you're not so much creating what you want as realizing it. Like waking up and going, oh, damn, like I can have this. Like everything on this planet is conspiring for your happiness. All you have to do is take the chance. And even if you're like, well, I believe, if you're not getting the results, you don't believe. That I know for sure. You think you believe, but you don't. Okay? Get into step with this level of faith. With just knowing that once you decide where you're going, it's all going to line up. And when you harness this technique, you'll realize that you can really create the life that you want, the abundance that you want. Like, it's not just a saying. We read books on it all the time. I can recommend a million books. And you'll read them, you'll think it's really cool, and you'll be fascinated by it. But unless you're willing to do the things, you're not going to get the results. That's the way it works. Do you know that only 3% of the people earn more than 90%, 95% of all the money ever earned? Like these people have learned how to generate multiple sources of income, MSIs. where the 95% of the population is not tapping into these sorts of MSIs. And yet 95% of the population is complaining about money. And it's not anything to get mad at because you're just not aware. What if you believed that if you set where you want to go and committed to growing your awareness, that it would happen? What if you believed that it was inevitable? Like I'm putting together, I got like a, excuse me, like 1,000-piece puzzle up on my kitchen table, and I've been cracking pretty hard on it. Like my family's starting to make fun of me now. It was supposed to be for the kids, but we dumped it out and we were going to put it together as a family. And it turns out it's been me putting it together. But I didn't dump out the puzzle and go, oh my God, oh, I'm never going to put it together. Is it an intense puzzle with like all the lots of detail? Yeah. But I know, all I have to do is keep going. Every day, I take a little bit of time and I just start putting pieces together. I came up with a plan. I started with the perimeter, got it all put together. Then I started working on this scenery. Then I hopped on over and finished this scenery. I've already decided I'm going to go here, 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 here. I already know how it's going to work out. All I got to do is keep going. And I have absolute faith that it's all going to come together. I just know it. That's how you get to feel about your entire life and everything that you desire. That's how you get to feel. You get to decide what you want and then just know that it's going to happen as long as you don't quit. But here's the thing is too many people are quitting. Stop that. Stop quitting on yourself. Stop putting all this other stuff up on this pedestal that's more important than you. I talk to people every day and they'll be like, my goal is this. And then I tell them how they're going to get it. And they're like, I don't have the time to do that. I don't have the money to do that. I don't have the experience. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the, they start telling me all the reasons why they can't. I promise you, you keep making decisions from that space and you've got as far as you're ever going to go. Stop putting everything else up on the pedestal. Put your damn self up there. You get to live the life that you want to live. Even if it seems impossible. Even if you don't know anybody that's ever done it before. You get to decide. You have so much power. You just aren't aware of it. And that's okay. Commit to growing your awareness, and there you go. When I work with people, and I only work with people for 6 months. I used to do like little stuff here and there, but I only work with people for 6 months. Because I know you give me 6 months and I'm going to teach you some stuff. And you're going to start taking some action. And you're going to be getting different results. But you, along the way, when you first get started, sure, your faith isn't entirely there. But I will say to you, you borrow my belief. You borrow my belief until you have enough of your own. And that's okay. I have enough belief in this process because I'm a product of the process. We're all products of the process. Difference is you're either getting what you want or you're not. I can tell you now, I'm getting everything I want because I know how to do it. And it has everything to do with just belief. Ask for what you want, believe you're going to get it, and then graciously receive it. Ask, believe, receive. I don't have any tattoos, but I've really been considering just getting that tattooed on me, just as a reminder. You are crazy powerful. Crazy powerful. And when you're ready to tap into that, I got your back. I got your back. This week, I want you to really nurture that. Really nurture that thought. What does it look like for you? What does your faith level look like? I hear people say all the time, well, I was raised in whatever religion, I have lots of faith. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm talking about. They can be two sides of the same. Talking, how do you exercise your faith? Are you putting yourself up on that pedestal? Start asking yourself these questions and reach out. I love to have these conversations with people. Have an awesome day, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. You are incredible. Hello there.